What's up, my friend? In this video, I'll share with you how losing my son made me a better entrepreneur. Let's go. In 2017, my wife and I, we were expecting our firstborn, my baby son, Caden. We were so excited and just couldn't wait to welcome him into the world. And I was busy entrepreneur at that time, growing my business, and I was excited for next chapter to become a father. And entrepreneurship is important to me, but really starting a family, that's been my goal for a very, very long time. And everything I do is for my family, and you probably could relate to that. And in 2017, we were expecting our baby boy, Caden. We got married in 2016. We were just so excited and couldn't wait for him to be born. We went full term. At 41 weeks, we had ultrasound, and doctors found out that something is wrong with our son in his brain. And he had a thing called vein of Galen. And I'm not going to go too much in detail, but basically arteries have connected wrong and there's damage in his brain. And we went into C-section pretty much immediately, emergency C-section, because the goal was to get baby out safely as quickly as we could. We had a doula, we had a midwife. We wanted to do the natural way, but at this point, all of that was out of the window, and we went into fighting mode. We were fighting for our son, and they told us that there's a chance he might come out and die immediately. And it was just absolutely devastating, to say the least. But at that stage, you just go into fighting mode, and we were just fighting for our son. Losing him was not even an option. So the fight began, and that was December 5th of 2017, and we were fighting for our son for about 8 days. And I'm not going to go too much in detail, but he had to undergo pretty complicated surgery, and he didn't make it, and we lost him. And it's probably one of the hardest things I've ever experienced. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is we talk a lot about success and happiness and achievements and things like that, but I want to get vulnerable with you today and share with you my story, because so much growth has happened because of that experience. And you might have lost maybe mom, dad, close one, good friend, and just realize that you'll get through, and it's part of life. Bad things happen to good people, and you'll come through that experience stronger. Not that I wish that on anyone, but unfortunately bad things do happen once in a while for some people. In this case, it was us. And as I was going through this experience, there were just a lot of moments where I just realized that life is precious. Life is precious, and based on my title, as you saw, this experience made me a better person. But mainly what I want to focus in this video, because my channel is all about entrepreneurship, it made me a better entrepreneur. And I'm going to share with you 3 things how losing my son made me a better entrepreneur. The first thing was that I realized death is inevitable. Like, I will die. People around me will die. We don't know when. And I realized that life is short. And once we finally were healed, I don't think I was ever fully healed, but once we grieved and got through that initial phase of shock and hurt and pain, I don't think I did it consciously, but I noticed I was really taking massive action. I was really moving forward more with more commitment, with more urgency, because I truly realized that life is too short, life is precious, and you gotta do things now. Everything. Love now, give now, earn more, build things now. Urgency. Tomorrow is not promised, and it is so, so important that we live in the moment, soak in everything, and take massive action towards our goals. And again, because probably you are someone who wants to start a business, or maybe you you're building a business. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget your family, but pursue your goals with urgency, because all you got is today. Tomorrow is not promised. So that's a first thing that happened. I was taking massive action. Second thing what happened was, after losing my son, a couple weeks later, we got our hospital bill. And that bill was around 1.2 million. Let me say that one more time. 1.2 million USD, US dollars. And that's a lot of money. Thankfully, we had great insurance, and I think we had to pay out of pocket about $5,000. But in that moment, I realized even deeper. I always knew that, but just something changed in my body. I realized that it is my duty, it is my obligation to take care of my family. And I changed everything after that incident, after losing my son. It's not an incident, just losing my son. I prioritized really diving in and taking care of my finances, because even that misfortune, I saw actually a family who got moved from critical room because they didn't have type of insurance, and as soon as it was safe for them to move to a different hospital, they did. But if they had insurance, they would have stayed there a little bit longer, I assume. I overheard the conversation, and it was come down to what kind of insurance you have. And that was just such a sad moment to watching this family basically get kicked out of this room. And it was like urgent care. It was like, you know, the worst of the worst cases in this hospital. And they got moved somewhere else. And because I heard a conversation about insurance, things like that, and I said, it's never gonna be me. I never ever want to jeopardize my family, my kids, because I did not figure out how to make money, how to build wealth. I just decided at the deeper core level, I always knew that I've always been responsible, but there's something happened in me completely on a different level. So second thing that I really learned was just, it's my duty, it's my obligation to take care of my family, and mainly be there for them, be a great husband, dad, all of that. But the bigger thing was just really taking care of my finances, building wealth, and protect. Things can go wrong, but that's the last thing you want to deal is like, I don't have my act together when it comes to money. If I had to take a year off and be there for my family, if somebody get injured, if I get injured, we got it. We have multiple sources of income. We have passive income sources. That's why I'm so passionate about building businesses and doing what I do. So that's number 2. Number 3, what helped me to be a better entrepreneur was just really learning a deeper level empathy. Because when you go through such a pain, I realize that we are all suffering. We are all suffering. We are experiencing something hurtful, something, we've been lied, cheated, we lost loved one, we got sick. So many bad things happen. Some people are depressed, some people dealing with financial burden, some people dealing with weight issues. We are all suffering. So now when I look at people, I am compassionate, or way more compassionate than I was before. So now when I work with potential clients, they feel my empathy. They feel how I truly care for them as human beings. I don't look at them as just a dollar sign. I truly hear them out. I understand their dreams, hopes, and aspirations, and they feel that, so they want to do business with me. My team, when they struggle, they are honest with me. They tell me something. We all work remotely. Sometimes I have some team members say, hey, I'm taking half day off and I don't feel well. I'm going to submit my, half day off request. They didn't have to do that. They could easily say, hey, I worked and get paid for the whole day. But we have this trust that I have built because I love my people. I love my team. I love my clients, and I show empathy and show compassion in every situation. And because of that, people want to do business with me. People stay with my company longer because I care. I truly care. I don't view them as just somebody who's building me this company, and I show in as much as I can to support them. If they go through some difficulties, I support them as much as I can and make their lives as easy as I can. So again, number 1, life is too short. Take massive action. It is my duty, is my obligation to take care of my family. And number 3, empathy towards other people, because we are all suffering at the end of the day. And I want to let you know, I don't know how much you know about me. Maybe it's your first time watching this video. If it's your first time, drop it in comments. Let me know it's your first time watching or seeing my YouTube videos, consider subscribing. But I want to end with a positive note. After losing our son, we got pregnant a couple months later with this cutie right here. That's our daughter. And then later, I was blessed to have a little boy right over here. And this is my family. I am blessed beyond imagination. I am grateful. And if you're going through something difficult, your struggles might be different than mine. Remember, you'll come through stronger, wiser, and you'll get through this. Just hang in there. I appreciate you watching this video, and from my heart to yours, appreciate you watching this video and sharing this story with me. And I hope you had some takeaways. Much love. See you in the next video.